I should play around with these filters, Crap. There's gotta be a way that I can leave something in the chat. I'm still learning, folks. I am still learning. Is there a way that I could leave? No. All right, that's cool. What's this? No. Oh my God, what did I do? Oh no. Now's not the time to play around with this. Oh no. I don't know what I did. How do I stop this? Oh, yikes. This? No, no more green screen. Okay. Hello. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada, at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I was playing around. I wanted to leave a comment because I have to start remembering to say like and subscribe to my channel. Oh, let's start my fireplace back on. I'm feeling cold today. Hold on. Can you see this? Is it going? Uh-oh. Let's do this. Did it work? Yeah. That's how I'm gonna stay cozy for a little bit before I wake up Tommy for snowboarding lessons. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. I am doing a live stream today to talk about social anxiety and some tips, tricks, and things to consider to sort of lighten the load, lighten that mental load, because oftentimes not oftentimes, all the time, it's our own thoughts and beliefs about the situation that create this feeling of uneasiness. So I definitely have some good tips and things that I wanted to share. I even printed them out as a reminder. So let's hope that this live stream is effective for you. Hi, SG. I'm so glad you're here. Oh my God, tell me, where are you in the world? So far, it's just us two, so we have time to connect now. Where are you? It's 9 o'clock in the morning here in Ontario, Canada. Where are you? What time is it? How have you been doing? Are you back in Miami? My husband was asking this morning. He's at work today. Tommy's still sleeping. We've got Poppy here as well. Hi, my name's Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. We're gonna do a live stream today to just kind of throw out some ideas, tips, and things to think about if you're ever feeling anxiety. We've got SG on the line here. Monte Carlo. Oh my gosh, wow, SG is always in the coolest places. I'm so glad you've taken some time to talk. Hello, Poppy. Poppy's here too. We've got a few people here today, so thank you. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. I have my notes because I wanted to, oh, you're gonna be back in Miami at the end of July. That's nice. Oh God, our visit says nice rack. I don't know, do I have a rack here? I've got a rack in my kitchen. I'm not sure what rack you're speaking of. But, oh, thank you. I appreciate the kind words, SG. I was actually feeling a little bit like I don't know, I woke up with energy. We went to the gym 5:30 in the morning. And then as I was at the gym, I could just feel myself getting like tired. So I wasn't feeling good. Oh, did I say July? Sorry, I meant January. I must have said that. I've been calling January July all month. It's wishful thinking, I guess. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for the compliment, our visit. I'm sure you have a nice rack too. My name's Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. I was thinking of, I'm just in the experimental stage right now in terms of social media, okay? In terms of social media, I'm in the experimental stage. How old are you? Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you for asking so Poppy says you don't have to answer if you don't want to, if it's too personal, but how old are you, if you don't mind me asking? First of all, Poppy, I love the way you phrased your question. It sounds very, very kind. I'm 45 years old, and Kibu says I look like a teacher. Yeah, well, I've got glasses and I'm holding a paper, and we'll call this school today. Except I'm with you guys here. I am not any further ahead than anybody else. I just like sharing tips and ideas and things that I've noticed have helped me. That's why I love sharing it on YouTube. Oh, Poppy says you look great for 45. Thank you. Hello, random stranger. Mr. Chester Dog says. That's great, Robin. What exercises did you do today at the gym? I did what you suggested I shouldn't do, is just do every machine. I did that last night. I went to the gym, and then I did it this morning. I just do all my favorite machines when I'm there, because I'm only going to the gym about 4 times a week. So I just touch every machine. But I know I do need to have a better fitness routine. Hey, Top Diva's here. Says, hey, Robin, hey, hey, hey. Have you read about Islam? SM says, no, I haven't read about Islam. Have you seen SG's new short video where he shared his 2016 photos? Oh my God, SG, I must say you're super hot. No, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna have to check out SG's channel after that. Are you christened? Because I'm getting it soon. Did I write that right? Christened? Yeah, I was baptized to marry my husband. He's Orthodox, so I had to get baptized in an Orthodox church. It was very beautiful. I did it as a grown-up. Let's see. You look like Manon from Cat's Eye. Ooh, thank you. Cat's Eye, I'm not sure who that is. Hey, guess what? Avram says. Let's see, 3311 says, welcome everyone. Please like, share, and subscribe and activate the notification. Oh, if you enjoy this content. 3311, thank you for saying that, because literally I think I started this live stream when no one was here going, okay, I gotta remember to say like and subscribe. I have to tell people if there's any value here at all, please like and subscribe. So thank you, 3311. You're like my spirit animal looking out for me. SRV Basilo says, what subject did you teach? And is this elementary or high school? So I'm a pretend teacher, okay? I wasn't a strong student in high school, but somewhere in my 30s and 40s, I became very interested in learning and then sharing what I learned with others. So thank you for saying that I look like a teacher. Do you practice kinesiology? No, I haven't. I don't know a lot about it. Haha, thanks, Top Diva says. So yeah, we all have to check out SG's latest video. Let's see. Serene says, sorry, I'm not interested in any extended car warranty. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Let's see. You had a bath? Not today. Let's see. Guess what we've got? It's foggy in your house, or is it just the 50,000 filters you're using? I don't know how to use filters, my friend. This is probably the way the light is behind me. But if you're saying I have filters, then maybe you think it looks good. But no, you know what? It's not fog. I think it's, see, the way my lighting is, I think technically I'm not supposed to be sitting in front of a window to film, but I want to. Let's see. Oh, you're so sweet, Samaraya says. Thank you, you're sweet too. I'm doing great, Trey. I hope you're doing well. Robin, remember that I asked yesterday, how did you react or handle it when you had a situation for the first time with your husband? My Fred said it's quite common and quite normal. Listen, I haven't had a specific situation like that with my husband, because he's a different breed, that guy. He's got, I don't know, he's a different breed. But I have handled other uncomfortable situations, and like we said yesterday, never shame a person. Hey, look, Trey says I subscribed and liked. Thank you. 3311 says like and subscribe, it's free. Yes, if you like this content, if there's any value here, please do like and subscribe. What brand's your microwave? I think it's Samsung. Robin will make a great teacher as well, for sure, SG. Yeah, thank you. I feel like I just love sharing ideas. And when I was little, I used to play teacher, like I used to pretend I was a teacher. So who knows? What's happened here? Tawny says, I'm great right now. Oh, you're going to be an uncle. Congratulations, Trey. That's awesome. Sook says, why do you look and sound like a Karen? I don't know. Don't piss me off, because I'll turn into a Karen, I guess. Let's see. Keep smiling. I'm almost finished, JVAC says. Oh, great. I'm happy to be part of this. We all love a happy ending. Hi, love from Canada, Jackson says. I wish I could super chat. Oh, you would if you could. You're amazing. Thank you, Jackson. I'm so glad I found you. I'm glad you're here, and I would be grateful for the super chat. One day I will have enough subscribers that, you know, if you wanted to support me in any way, I'd be so grateful for it, because one thing I know, and I've done this already, is whatever extra money I'm making or whatever I do that could, put me into an environment where I'm learning more and doing more training, I love to come back and bring it here. So when the time comes that I can get super chat or support, I promise you that I will use that funds to just improve my understanding and then come back here and bring it to you. Greetings again from Germany. Paul, that's disgusting, Jackson says. But hey, this is a judgment-free zone on this channel, so nothing you say can hurt my feelings, thankfully. I had a situation SG was on. Earlier this week, I was trolled for the first time and I was spammed for the first time. And then I had some people saying really mean things about me. And then some people were saying very kind things. And it just made me realize that we have a choice if we let other people's words hurt us or not. So Top Diva, or SG says Top Diva, I would say the biggest thing Robin would agree as well is that the act is meant for fun and it shouldn't be taken too seriously. It's meant for fun, so tell your boyfriend it's totally okay. See, SG is full of wisdom. That's why I love doing these live streams, because I get to meet you folks and you have genuinely interesting insights, and I literally always learn from you. Oh, you're the best, Jackson says. What do you want to learn most? It's amazing. Right now, I do love learning about the brain and the mind and how to sort of maximize with the functions that we already have. But I've learned so much about that, but I never want to suggest I've learned enough. I do like communication. I'm starting now to learn more about technology because I love sort of capturing moments about my life and then vlogging about it with sharing insights on top of that. I've been doing a little vlog every week since October, just playing around with it. So I am just in a space where I'm learning so much about different subjects, but that's a great question, Jackson. I should have a list going. My old journal has a list going of all the subjects I want to learn. I think I should do that again this year, guys. Ooh, tobacco juice someone's going to be drinking. That's interesting. I say you're beautiful and you have a slight, I may have a slight crush, but I'm not going to disrespect you with your comments. Jackson, you're so sweet. That's awesome. Let's see. Keen to make you a single mother to my niglet. I don't know what that means. Oh, he's got the right idea. Where are we right now? Did I miss something? Let's see. What's your plan for January? I'm not going on a mini vacation, actually. This is the first year. Usually we go to Florida and then we go on a cruise. Sometimes we go to Miami. We visit my parents in Florida. We're not doing that this year. We had a handful of expenses that, we've had to prioritize. So right now, we're not doing anything in March. Hey, we got someone from Paris. That's awesome. Paul Dixon, thank you for the hearts. I love it. Do you burn coal? Shark in the mud? No, I'm not sure what that means. What are we talking about? Transgender 67 asking. Right now, we haven't started our subject. I wanted to talk about social anxiety and like some tips and tricks. If you guys have some stuff, some things that I've learned on the way, I have my notes of ideas that I was like telling ChatGPT, and he was cutting me off and I was like, no, listen to all my ideas and then summarize it for me. And I told him everything I was thinking and then he kind of summarized it for me and I printed it like a good teacher would do because I don't want to miss anything. But there's really something important that I want to share with you about social anxiety. So the brain is very interesting. Yes, because as humans, we're so much of our own bodies we don't fully understand, Jackson says. Yes, tech is always fun. You learn the newest emergent things. That's right. Poppy says, Robin, you spelled my name right. Thank you. Neil says there's no gender identity behind expression of gender. That identity is performatively constituted in the very expressions that are said to be its results. I apologize if I've butchered your comment. My intention is not to do that. Top Diva says, I'm kind of shy to say this, but my boyfriend is a beast as well. Hey, that's okay. It makes sense, SG. He was distracted and then he got confused because of it. Robin, do you have any piece of advice for him? He's a sweetheart. And that's it. There's no advice needed. Just let him know he is a sweetheart, and that's it. And there's going to be a lot of times, listen, when you're in a marriage or a relationship with someone, there's a lot of, the more time you spend with someone, if you have especially kids or life and you share a whole life with them, your partner's going to see a lot of really embarrassing and hear a lot of really embarrassing things about you. But it's really great to just be honest and never let them feel shame. Because your time will come too. There will be a situation that's embarrassing too, and you want a loving relationship where you don't have to hide stuff from each other and you just trust that your partner will love you, and that takes time. That stuff doesn't happen overnight. I'm very, very lucky that my husband knows all my weird things, and I still feel like he loves me so much despite that stuff. So it's really, really cool, but it takes years to feel that way. So let's see. George says, good morning. Have a beautiful day from Atlantic Ocean. Well, thank you. Likewise, George. We wish you a beautiful day. Hey, we got some mushrooms from Paul Dixon. I'm going to sing country music and play the guitar today, Daniel says. That sounds beautiful. That sounds amazing. Your glasses are big. Plus, gotta say, you must be 22 to 23. Oh, I'm 26 myself, Jackson says. Oh, I'm 45. Poppy says, Happy New Year, and wishes us all a great 2026. It's giving throat goat. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Neil says, it's time that we all see gender as a spectrum instead of two sets of opposing ideas. That's an interesting statement. Yeah, what a sweetheart, Paul says. Chat GPT. Jackson, she's 45, Poppy says. Wow, there's a lot of comments here. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate you actually being here. Your time really does matter to me because I value my time like a lot. Like I can't even, if I'm waiting for my son at an activity and there's 20 minutes, I like bring books with me. I bring my notepad. Like I have a whole thing of things I need to get done in that 20 minutes because I don't like just scrolling to kill time. So I do find that if you're here with me today, I find your time very, very valuable, and I appreciate you being here and even commenting and engaging. So Jackson says, I suffer from social anxiety and I was bad when I was younger, but now I'm much better. Good. See, Jackson's just showing us that where you are now doesn't need to be where you are forever. So thank you, Jackson, for this statement. But it's hard still. My way of dealing with something aren't changeable, or excuse me, but it's hard. Yeah, my way of dealing is that some things aren't changeable in the world, and you can, yeah, but you can only affect it. Absolutely. Have a beautiful day from Atlantic Ocean. Yes. What can yourself so do and try to let go of the rest? Absolutely. Yeah. Do what you can, let go of the rest. I love that statement. I live in Ontario, Canada. Thank you, Poppy, for asking. Prince says, hi. Nobody likes homemade food. Well, my husband's a really great cook. Is your name Melanie? No, my name's Robin. How does NASA organize a party? They plan it. Love it. We got a dad joke here. I think fortunately I use illicit drugs to cover my years of social anxiety. Hey, I appreciate that genuine statement. You know, I think that the fact that you wrote that just says that like you're in a good place of admitting things, and that's a really great place to be. I think one thing I wanted to make sure that I say today, like if you happen to suffer from social anxiety or have those moments where you know, your stomach feels naughty or your hands feel sweaty and your heart rate is like pounding, I want you to remember that those same symptoms are like if you're waiting in line for a roller coaster or if you're going on a date with someone that you really like. You know, your hands are going to get sweaty, your heart's going to be pumping, there's going to be knots in your stomach. It's actually the same symptoms. So it's really, really important for me to remind you that the symptoms of anxiety are often the same symptoms of excitement. So it's really the difference is the way we think about it. And a lot of times we put so much pressure on ourselves to like perform and say the right things and we have to look good and there's a spotlight. And it's like, nobody actually cares, folks. No one's really looking at you too much. They're not looking so much about what you're doing and saying, they're more focused on themselves. So let's see. I think fortunately, SG says, regarding social anxiety, I would say in modern world, everything is designed to make a business around it. Psychologists don't want their patients to really get rid of anxiety. Yeah, that's the real advice, yeah. Very Melanie. Her name is Robin. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hello from Slovenia. I'm glad you're here. I manage my anxiety by throat goating. Oh, geez, I don't even know what that means. The most important career decision you'll ever make is who your life partner is, Neil says. Couldn't agree with you more, Neil. I was actually saying that to my husband the other day. The biggest decision you'll ever make, folks, is who you're going to marry. If you don't get married, that's okay. Not everyone's meant to get married, but it's who you share your life with. The person that you commit to is literally the most important decision you'll ever make. It has an impact on everything. everything, everything, everything. I got super lucky, thank you, that I married an incredible person, and I just feel like each day keeps getting better, which feels like such a blessing to say after so long. Let's see here. 45, well, damn your age. Oh, you're aging like 5 wine. Thanks, Jackson. I don't mind because I know I prefer older women. Hey, Robin says, Poppy who? Poppy's our viewer. SG sings, SG says, anxiety can never exist when you're just absorbed in the present moment. Good point. Start practicing mindfulness. Start feeling great about yourself. Wake up and tell the mirror that you're the best. Absolutely. No, I'm definitely not a teacher. Is it Manesh? I'm not a teacher. I'm just a pretend teacher today, okay? My name is Robin, and we are talking, just like SG says, I think that, like you said, SG, when we feel social anxiety, we're actually taking ourselves out of the present moment. We're putting the spotlight on ourselves, like I said, trying to perform, trying to say the right thing, trying to seem very interesting to other people. But one thing I've noticed is, a lot of times if you just focus on what your intention is, like if you intend to just go to a place and see what it's like and maybe talk to some new people and check it out, like we don't need to blow things out of proportion. It's not like a career-ending performance. A lot of times it's mostly just a party here, a family event there, maybe we're going to a work function and there's a lot of people there. We don't need to put on a performance. The best thing you can do is just understand what your intent is, to meet some new people, to talk to some people, to kind of experience something new, and that's it. It doesn't have to be anything grand. And sometimes we overthink these things, which causes ourselves to have this social anxiety. But again, maybe social anxiety, we can flip it in our mind and call it excitement. Like, oh, this feeling that I'm getting, this is excitement. This is because I'm doing something new and I'm overthinking it. And I'm gonna take a deep breath now and realize it's not as big of a deal as I'm making it. There is no spotlight on you. Nobody's going to be grading you on your performance. So a lot of times we really are blowing things out of proportion ourselves. Thank you, Poppy. You keep spelling my name right and letting people know my name is Robin from Ontario, Canada. If you find any of this valuable, please like and subscribe. I need to start saying that more. It's not common for me to say that, and I want to. Jackson says they're often more mature, more attractive. Oh, older women are, and sure of themselves, absolutely. But you prove to never stop learning. You're a real super amazing person. Thank you, Jackson. I appreciate your kind words for sure. And like all humans, you know, I have my moments too of frustration and moments where I might overthink a situation, but I've become really good at recognizing when I have a repetitive thought loop and stopping it. Like I've worked so hard on my mindset, but it took me a really long time. Oh, that's why I created 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset. Again, this is something I need to start talking about. This is 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset. It's gentle, courage-building micro challenges for 14 days. It's journaling prompts to reflect on. It's affirmations to remind yourself that you have everything you need inside of you to thrive. There's nothing outside of you. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to buy this book, by the way. I mean, if you want to support me and you want to try and step out of your comfort zone, then yes, please buy the book. It's on Amazon. It's in my description. But truthfully, you don't have to buy anything to improve your life. You have everything you need already within you. You just have to have that sort of desire to step out of your comfort zone, to try new things, to not take yourself too seriously, and to know that you're a work in progress. That's why I love talking about this, but that's why I created 14 Days to an Abundant Mindset, because it took me years and years and years to foster an abundant mindset, and I feel like it doesn't have to take that long. It doesn't have to take that long. You just got to invest in yourself, folks. Let's see. You won't believe what a lot of people are saying. Trey says, oh, tell me, am I in backlog on this? What the drink for today? Oh, thank you. We've got a hot lemon water, which is probably not hot anymore. We've got lukewarm lemon water today. Cheers, guys. I've already had a coffee. I've already had a smoothie that had like 10 billion things in there. That dude's Bud 6903. What do you say for Christ? He helps with anxiety. Absolutely. Oh my gosh, I love that you mentioned that. Give your problems to God. Ask him, say, look, this is heavy for me. Take this from me. I trust that you can help me get through this. God doesn't make mistakes, folks. God doesn't make mistakes. So if you're here on this planet, you're here for a reason. It doesn't have to be grand or where it's on social media and everything you do is public. It doesn't have to be, but you have an impact on the people in your home, in your community, at your work, your neighbors. Use that. Use that. SG says, whenever you feel like you're anxious, just remind yourself that it's background noise. Anxiety is more of a way of getting addicted to self-victimization, and we prefer familiar hell over unfamiliar heaven. Wow. That's such a great point. They do say we get addicted to our own emotions because every single emotion releases a chemical in our body, in our brain. There's various chemicals, the stress hormone, the connection hormone. We've all heard of oxytocin and all of these things. So we can get addicted to the most common emotion that keeps coming up. So if you really keep noticing fear and anxiety in your life, it can become just second nature to feel those things because it's so common for you to feel that. So the important thing is to catch yourself when it's happening and then redirect it. Have a little script for yourself, like, hey, none of this is gonna matter in a week. This isn't a big deal. This party I'm going to, this work event, this conversation with this person, doesn't have to be social anxiety on a grand scale room full of people. Maybe it's on the phone. Maybe you feel a little anxiety when you have to make a call. Just take a deep breath and remember, in a week from now, none of this will matter. No one's gonna be thinking about this anymore, unless you wanna keep thinking about it. So a lot of times it really is our own perspective that's holding us back. And that's why I love this book, and that's why I love this channel. It's to remind you that your own thoughts and beliefs are gonna create the way you experience the world. So if you believe, like lately I've been telling myself like, oh, what interesting thing is gonna happen today? What abundance is gonna be present in my life? I had a client send me a $100 keg gift card to a lovely steak restaurant, for all the great service and advice you give me, he said. And I was like, oh my God. And then the next day I got a gift card in the mail from my boss with a book and a beautiful card. And I thought, oh my God, another gift card. Wow. And then I got a beautiful, beautiful statement that was shared with me yesterday at the dentist office about something that I created for their Christmas gift. And she showed me the little fortunes. We made these little fortune chocolates for them. I have a video on there. I hope that I didn't delete it in my camera roll, but we put little fortune chocolates for people and we give it to the librarians, the doctor's office, the dentist's office, the chiropractor, the massage therapist. I give about 50 little mini gift bags. And she's like, this is from you? And I was like, yes. And then she pulled out all the fortunes. She goes, every time I open one of these fortunes, I felt like you wrote it for me. And I was like, oh, that's exactly why I do this. I do this in the hopes that it gets to the person who needs to hear it. So that was a form of abundance, appreciation. Poppy's in England. Oh my God, you're in the future. Do you like parrots? I don't have a lot of experience with parrots, but I think they're really intelligent creatures. Poppy says, what's your favorite animal for some reason? I love, koalas. That's so cool. You know what? I love anything that's cute. I'm biased for cute things. I love cute babies and cute dogs and cute cats. But if they're not cute, in my opinion, I guess I like them less, which is probably terrible to say. As G says, the biggest block to anything in life is the belief of you having that block. Yes, amen. Let that sink in, everyone. It's the belief. If you believe, I can't do this, this is a block, I'm not good at this, boom, you're done. It's your belief. That's so good. Be free of the matrix, be free of the chains that society made, to drag you down, break free. Absolutely, SG, you're right. Guys, literally what we think is going to be how we experience life. I was listening to this scientist today at the gym, and she was telling this story, and I'm going to butcher it. I should have practiced it before I mentioned it. But she was saying, and she's a Harvard trained something or other. And she was saying that they did an experiment on people, and they put a scar on their face. And then they showed them the mirror, like, see, we put a scar on your face. Now you're going to go talk to some new people. You're going to meet some new people. And so they went, they talked to the people, then they observed them after and questioned them. And they said, oh God, it was so insecure. Like, I just didn't feel confident in that conversation. It was really awful and terrible. But what they didn't know is right before they sent them out to talk to the people, after they looked at the scar, they said, oh, okay, we're going to put something on the scar to just make sure that it's locked in. Okay. But what they did was they took off the scar. So there actually wasn't a scar while they were talking to these people, but they thought there was. And because they thought that, they felt insecure. And because they felt insecure, their perception of the whole experience was uncomfortable. It wasn't a good conversation. They didn't like it. So, but those people never actually had a scar during the conversation. It was just a social experiment to see that once you have an idea in your mind about something, your assumptions, whatever you assume to be true, whatever you believe to be true, will then materialize in your world. You're going to see things, people are going to treat you different because most people are jerks, let's say. Let's say you have this attitude, most people are stupid, no one knows how to drive, everyone's a jerk, right? Everyone cares only about themselves. Let's say you truly believe that about the world. You will go out into the world with the expectation of that, and nothing but proof of that will keep coming to you. And what I've shifted is I've said, what abundance is coming to me today? And now I'm looking for it every day. Looking for it every single day, and I'm finding it, guys. I'm finding forms of abundance every day. Hey, Colin says I'm 56. I wish my hands can be sweaty again. See, everyone's perspective is so different. Colin, I'm glad you're here. 56 is such a gift to be. Wouldn't it be great to feel social anxiety? My dad died at 38. He never even had a chance to turn 56. I'm 45. He didn't even have a chance to turn 45. So the next time your hands are sweaty and you're feeling awkward, just say like, hey, this is proof that I'm alive, okay? It's proof that I'm alive. Let's see. Hey, Doctor Who, what, where? Says, I know people that join Toastmasters to battle anxiety. That's so funny that you mentioned that. I heard something about that, and I was researching that probably about a year ago, where I could go to get more comfortable. I've never spoken in public before. I think that's a really great thing. I think, Doctor Who, what, where gave us a good point, folks. Instead of being fearful of these emotions that make us feel uncomfortable, put ourselves in the environment, put ourselves out there and put ourselves in that awkward environment to just feel it. And then you realize, hey, I survived this. I didn't die. You didn't get a heart attack. Nothing happened to you, right? You survived. And maybe once you see that a few times, it's almost proof to yourself that like, I've been overthinking this thing the whole time. Like, I'm not gonna die if I feel anxiety. My hands are sweaty. There's, butterflies in my stomach, but that's the same feeling as when I'm going on a date with someone I like, or when I'm waiting in line for a roller coaster. It's the same thing. It's just the difference is how we are thinking about it, the story we're telling ourselves. What a great point. Just lean into that feeling. Lean into that feeling. It's not gonna hurt you. Dorflex77 says, anxiety makes me want to kick the wall. Pain makes me want to stop. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But I say go for it anyway. Go for it anyway, because what's the worst that can happen? You make a mistake. Guys, I'm on a live stream right now. My gray hair is showing, okay? And I don't know. I think that sometimes we overthink things. We put too much pressure on ourselves. No one's expected to be perfect. Have you ever watched somebody and expected them to have the perfect body, perfect hair, perfect outfit, perfect income, perfect words? Like, nobody is expecting anyone to be perfect. So maybe the first step is like, hey, if I don't expect you to be perfect, why would you expect me to be perfect, right? It's okay. So we're putting a lot of pressure on ourselves. I love your input, folks. Please, thank you so much for being here and sharing this. Trey says, some people have said that a legendary actor has passed. Yeah, but he's still alive. Oh, I didn't hear that yet. Ishak says, hi. Manesh says, are you a psychologist? No, I'm not. I'm an insurance advisor. Oh my God, my leg's going numb from sitting like this. No, I'm not a psychologist, and I'm not suggesting that I have it all figured out. This is just a live stream, guys, on YouTube, sharing ideas, sharing things that help me step out of my comfort zone. I'm doing a live stream right now, talking to a camera in my house. I'm a grown up. And I would have never done this had I not stepped out of my comfort zone a few months back. And I would have never realized that I love connecting with people on live, sharing ideas. I would have never known any of that if I let fear and anxiety and worry about what other people think stop me. So let that be an example for you. Maybe let the feeling of anxiety tell you that, hey, this means you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You should actually reward yourself for that. That's something beautiful. When you push past the anxiety feeling, it means that you're not letting an emotion make your whole decision, that you're just pushing past it. You could feel the emotion and push past it. Dorflex says, I have anxiety, obsessive, compulsive disorder, social anxiety. I probably have some other crazy shite because I have energy stuck inside me and I obsess really hard about certain things. Hey, listen, the fact that you wrote that means that you can see that, but I just need you to know that that doesn't have to be who you are forever. These qualities that we have right now, like the things I'm working on right now, I'm working to change that identity. And you can work to change that too. You can say, I was obsessive compulsive, or, I've noticed those tendencies in me and I'm working towards it. Like if there's anything about your personality or character that's holding you back, you don't have to keep that label. That could be who you were before. And now you're actively working to find new ways. So I love that you said that, but just know that that doesn't have to be who you are forever. Like these things, nothing's permanent, folks. Nothing's permanent. We can change at any time. Oh, I have a boyfriend and he's my chosen one, Poppy says. Oh, that's beautiful. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. What do we have here, Mr. Merck says? How much more? Oh, am I missing comments? Guys, I'm so sorry. We're talking about social anxiety. If you have any tips or feedbacks or ways that you have overcome something recently or something you're working on, please do drop it in the chat. I want to read this. Okay, where are we here? How are you? I swear to you that I respect you and that I am Arab from Algeria. Isaac, yay, Isaac, I'm glad you're here. I respect you as well. I love connecting with people from around the world, different cultures, different backgrounds, different beliefs. One thing, my mom's Indian, she's from Guyana, my dad was white. We have all kinds of different religious and colors in our family, so I just genuinely love connecting with people from around the world. Nice, laugh out loud. The Jewish atheist says. Doctor Who says, or Dr. How, I thought about how mothers feed their babies with the tiny little spoons and forks, so I wonder, what do Chinese mothers use? Toothpicks. Oh, geez, I don't even know what that means. Dorflex says, I do the same thing and I told you I would never. ID change, even when I know I never could. What I can't find, nobody else as good as you. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Listen, I just need you. There's another thing I wanted to share as well. And I was thinking of somehow weaving it into my next vlog. Never put anyone on a pedestal, okay? There is nobody that's better than you or more worthy of you or some like super guru that has everything perfect figured out all the time. Some people might be strong in one subject matter, but then they're weaker and struggling in something else because we are all human. So never ever assume or put anyone on a pedestal. You are worthy, you have strengths, and you really need to identify what you're good at and what you like doing. A lot of times we get so focused on the things that we're not doing well that we forget all our strengths. I used to think I wasn't smart because I was like terrible at spelling. I still am. And my math is like brutal. But that's not the only measure of intelligence. And you know how long it took me to realize that? I'm like, oh, I'm really smart when it comes to connecting with others, problem solving, being resourceful. If you present a problem for me, even if it's something I don't even know about, like construction and grading, my brain goes right to, okay, how can I figure this out and solve it in the most effective and cost-effective way? And my brain solves problems like it's incredible. And I was never like that. I used to be paralyzed when a problem came, paralyzed. And I have retrained my mind to be very solutions focused. And I'm 45, guys. Anything's possible. You can retrain yourself out of anything if you have a desire to do it, okay? Let's see here. Mr. Merck says, bangers are more views than just a bit of advice. Oh, bangers. more views. I apologize if I butchered your comment, guys. That's not my intention. Well, not an official teacher, but you can teach here. Yeah, Jackson, you're right. I can teach here. And I need to make it very clear though, that I am not a teacher. I'm not a psychologist. I did do a coaching certification though, because I wanted to add value. Remember I told you, if you've been here long enough on this stream, any money that I get, I reinvested. Obviously I pay my bills, right? But I reinvested in my own education and my own training. And I did a coaching certification so I could understand people and go through sort of the process of helping others overcome certain things. And I found that program, I got my certification this year, or excuse me, last year, I guess. And it felt good. I feel good learning things and then sharing it here. But I am not an expert. Rockin' Robin, Jackson says. Yes, Rockin' Robin. I realize without anxiety, I don't feel very alive. Oh, and I have to use a substance, Dorflex says. Hey, listen, you don't have to use a substance. You choose to, right? So just remember that if we are using a substance to cope with a certain emotion, obviously that's less than ideal, but don't think that you need that substance. You don't. You truly, truly don't. Sometimes we've convinced ourselves of this because we've been doing something for so long. You might go through an awkward stage, excuse me, but I promise you, you have everything you need inside of you. You really do have to have self-belief that all the answers you have, you don't need to buy my book, you don't need to like listen to what I say. You have all the answers. It's just gonna take some time to figure it out. So Poppy says, Robin, I have a boyfriend. He's my chosen one. I'm staying with him forever. Oh, that's wonderful. That's so amazing. I love that you have someone that you can trust. And, you know, I do know, not for you, Poppy, specifically, but people in general, it's important for us. And I know, like, I would have to work on this too, because I put a lot of my, I don't want to say value, but there's a lot of weight on my relationship. Like, I do feel like my husband is like my rock. He's my best friend. So I also have to know that, you know, it's important for us to be our own best friend. It's important for our mental landscape to be something supportive. So if you catch yourself making a mistake, don't beat yourself up, but take, you know, readjust. You know, maybe you're off course and you have to readjust. So don't be too hard on yourself, but don't be too easy on yourself either. It's so interesting being human, isn't it? It's so interesting. Dorflex says, I either need 7 bottles of coffee or cocaine. Okay, listen, you keep using the word need. You don't need it. You pick it, you select it, you choose it, but you don't need it. I promise you, you don't need it. As she says, anxiety disappears when we stop monitoring ourselves. Such a good point. The mental commentary needs to be stopped because nothing in life is a performance. Flow state is the key to greatness in every field of life. And I think that's so smart, SG, and what you said about being present in the moment. Sometimes all it takes is just like, and I get this sometimes too, like at work, there's multiple things coming at me and they're all time sensitive. And I have to like try to figure out, okay, what's the next right move? Because everything is time sensitive. And then it's like rushing energy is not helpful, right? That's when mistakes happen. So we have to like take a deep breath and just bring ourselves back into this moment. Say, okay, what's the right next move? What should I do next? We don't need to know the next 10 steps or the next, like, the end result. Sometimes all you need to figure out is what the one next right move is, and that comes from being in the present moment. SG, such a great, great tip. Is it Al Mode On says, I often need someone to smack me on the butt. Yeah, is that normal? Well, hey, if that's your thing, that's okay. I don't know. Is there any like true identifier as normal? Sometimes I think normal doesn't exist. What is normal, folks? What is normal? I think it's good to know what you need. And, you know, if it's not harming anyone, go for it, right? Let's see here. You might as well do the line in the local Denny's. Ooh, yeah, might as well do a line in the local Denny's. Oh my God, Denny's sounds good right now. Poppy says, WSG is the best on this live. Yeah, in the chat. Yeah, he's amazing, SG. He's very, very insightful. SG says, regarding anxiety, another advice, imagine while running, if you suddenly start monitoring the way your legs are moving, you will surely fall down. Yeah, What this teaches, stop monitoring. Just do it, period. Just do it, just go for it. Oh, Poppy's got football. Thank you for being here. We'll see you next time. Jackson says, you are human. You may have those issues or things like that will always affect you, or just managing them well. And that shows. You're amazing, and I feel it. Robin, you're definitely a special woman. Oh, thank you. I appreciate your kindness. And the truth is, folks, we are all special. And I know it sounds like cheesy, but I really do feel like God doesn't make mistakes. Whether you believe in God, the universe, I use the words interchangeably, but I do believe that there's something bigger than us, and it's omnipresent, which means it's always around. And sometimes I think it's like my conscience, you know, when your conscience is saying like, well, you know, the best thing for you to do. Sometimes I think like that's like God in us, because they say, you know, we are a part of him, or thy, and thy is a part of us. So who knows? I love your vibe. Thank you, Jackson, and that smile, not gonna lie. Oh, you're so sweet. SG says, remember, anxiety can never exist when you're just unapologetically yourself and isn't trying to put up a performance. Good point, because nothing in life is a performance. Even elite performers say that. Such a good point. Geezers, is that geezers or geegers? I don't know, Joe. What's your country? You're from India, Kartik. That's wonderful. I'm in Ontario, Canada. I don't know if you could see. Can you see the snow? No, we can't see the snow. We got lots of snow. My name's Robin. Joe says, I hate. No, we don't use the word hate, Joe. No, I'm just kidding. You can use whatever word you want. But me, I never use the word hate. I strongly dislike. I don't really care for. But I can honestly say there's not one person, knock on wood, that I hate. Even people have done me dirty in the past, some real nasty things, like some dark things when I was little too, like a trusted adult. I don't know. I've forgiven. And I think forgiveness means just letting them not occupy space in your mental landscape. Doesn't mean you forgive them and it's okay what they did. It just means you let it all go. SG says, the moment you start monitoring or judging how good you are, and in whatever you're doing, that's called anxiety. Yeah. And so anxiety will be real only if you pay attention to it. Ooh, that's such a good point. What we pay attention to. See, SG, oh my God, like I don't even need these notes. I just need SG here with his statements. It's whatever we pay attention to. Like I can read these comments, and then if someone says something mean, I can just bypass it. I don't have to read it out loud, right? I mean, I choose to read the mean ones out loud, but you don't have to. It's like whatever you give your focus and attention on is what's going to be magnified in your life. So you can just choose to let it go. What a great one. Robin, I have to go now. I have football. Oh, thank you, Poppy. Good luck with your football. Show your, Wings Tat says, show your its. Fine. Can you imagine? Wouldn't that be crazy? SG says, don't engage with negative thoughts. Yeah, don't fight them. Yeah, reassure yourself that while getting negative thoughts, just don't pay attention to them. The thoughts and the patterns will disappear. Yeah, I heard thoughts kind of referenced once as like clouds that pass in the sky. You could just observe them. You know, they just kind of come through. And not every thought is a fact. We don't have to believe everything we think. Wing says, show your its. Oh gosh, Joe says it now too. We've got a handful of people. We've got Hippo says bullcrap. Then we've got more of show your its. Oh my God, Joe and who's the other one that wants? Joe and somebody else, they really want to see some boobs, guys. I'll send you money. Oh my God, am I missing a lot of comments here? Stay safe. Oh, yeah, thank you. James says, how do you keep a positive mindset? I love this question, James. How do you keep a positive mindset? Mine never lasts long. First of all, you're on the right path. I think life's always going to present moments where like it questions your mindset, and it happens to me too. Like it's not like I'm positive all day long and nothing happens. That's challenging. I have a quite demanding job, and there's a lot of moments throughout the day. And I think what helps me, you know, and staying positive might not be the right word, but what keeps me kind of grounded and back to reality is that I've gone through challenges before. I've handled this before. I mean, I've gone through worse before, and every single challenge I've ever had, and some of them are dark, I can see now the lesson that came out of it, and that helps me a lot. So when I'm in a challenge, I go, oh man, one day this is going to be a story. Like one day, this is going to be a story of resilience and a story that I use to tell people that help them get out of a funk, right? So just remind yourself that these challenges literally are meant to teach you something, even though it doesn't feel like it. And when you can extract that lesson sooner and learn something about yourself sooner or others and a new insight, that's where the real value lies. Like people, all the people that have done great things in the world, they didn't have easy lives. They were tortured, they were harmed, maybe they had alcoholic parents, they went through challenges. Like those are the people that come out on the other side and they have something to share. So I'm not suggesting you need a challenge to change your life. You can change out of inspiration, but just remember that the biggest lessons and our biggest growth come from those challenges. And if you can keep that as a frame of reference, it could bring you back to maybe not a positive mindset, but a neutral one, a neutral mindset. Let's see, Steven says, fuck yes, beautiful, mature woman, yay. Sometimes I'm immature. Shrub's message was retracted. Let's see, Jesus saves. Jesus Christ loves you. Absolutely. Jesus Christ loves all of us. SG says, yeah, I've heard about the SCAR experiment as well. Oh, that shows how our own perceptions and beliefs shape our reality. Yeah, if you didn't hear that earlier, I do welcome you to watch this live stream again, because there's still value when you watch these live streams again of some of the subjects that we talk about here. But literally, our assumptions and our expectations will shape the way we experience life. And I was sharing earlier that now I have a journaling prompt that I'm working on each day, and I'm asking myself, okay, what abundance is going to come into my life today? Like, what good thing is going to happen? What good news? What good situation is going to happen? And now I'm noticing them. I mean, I've always been like that, but now it's like more. Now I'm writing them down when the good stuff happens. So you can refer back to that as proof that like life offers really beautiful moments, and the more you're open to seeing them, the more they start happening. And then the challenging ones don't feel as bad. Eric says, hey, I just joined. What are you guys talking about? I hope I'm not too far behind in the chat, Eric, and we didn't lose you. My name is Robin, reporting live from Ontario, Canada. We're talking about social anxiety, and that the feeling of anxiety sometimes, the sweaty hands, the butterflies in your stomach, and the heart rate, like when you're feeling anxiety, it's the same symptoms as when you're excited to go on a roller coaster or, go on a date with someone you like. And a lot of times it's our own mindset that labels it as anxiety. We've labeled it, oh, it's anxiety. Well, maybe it's excitement. Maybe it's curiosity. Maybe it's just a temporary thing we have to go through until we push through. If you have any tips, feedback, ideas about anxiety, please do drop it in the chat. I'm trying to read all of them. Poppy says, Eric, we're talking about anxiety and stuff. Thank you, Poppy. I hope you're still here. Forsen, let's see. Nice Jewish woman. Okay. Let's see, coin clipper. Wow, we've got another language in here. I'm not even sure how to say that. Oh, you want to see those things, go to certain, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jackson. I love Jackson is sticking up for me about the, I guess about the request to show some stuff. And again, Jackson, I just want to show you that strangers can't hurt my feelings. I'm 45, so I'm sure when I was like 20, strangers' mean comments would have hurt me. In fact, I know that for a fact. I went to high school too. I don't want to say bullied, but I had hurtful things said to me and it impacted me. But, we as humans really, we allow the feelings to occur. Like we let other people hurt our feelings. We allow them to take up space in our mind. And it doesn't bother me at all. So thank you for sticking up for me, but don't even bother with them. I love your insights and I love your input. Let's see, soul searching. Can I tantra here or tap your lower Python chakra? Ooh, I'm not even sure what the Python chakra is. How's Nick doing? You should bring Nick on a live stream sometime. It would be great to interact with him, SG says. Nick is my husband. Such a beautiful soul, very handsome, lovely man. But he is not a camera guy. He has no social media. His email address is like my old Hotmail address. He doesn't even have email. This is not for him, but yet he's the most supportive husband. I told him I wanted like a microphone for our anniversary. And he's just looking stuff up and like, oh, they say this is a good microphone and this is great. And he's so supportive of me live streaming and creating content, even though he has no interest in it. Like, I think he thinks my content's boring. Like, if I'm like, hey, check out my vlog, I can see he's like not interested in it. So I don't know if that means I need to make it more interesting, probably, but also it's not his thing. But SG, I would love to bring him on a live stream. Like, I would love for you to really get to see the side of him that we get to see. But right now it's just going to be clips in my vlogs and clips on this until I get him out of his comfort zone. And I think I will one day. I think I will. So I appreciate you saying that. Oh, can I seed and manifest your energy? Absolutely. How old are you? Viper says, I'm 45. Cyber says, I'm looking for family insurance. I'm alone and have parents. Oh, can you suggest family insurance? In terms of the type of insurance I do is like property and watercrafts, valuables, and I'm in Ontario. So in terms of family insurance, I think you mean a life insurance. So I would Google your local area to see where the best life insurance companies are. I appreciate you, user says. Thank you. You have the ability to nurture, and everyone you've taught or been told otherwise isn't true. You have it. Thank you. I do feel like I have it. Why are you gay? V's says. I didn't even know I was. But this is a judgment-free zone, so you're free to be gay, and we could just be whatever we want. I think humans like could just be whatever we want. Robin SG says, you absolutely glow while you're helping people. I feel so glad to know somebody like you. Thank you. I got lost in your positivity every time I catch your live streams, to be honest. Thank you. Stay the same, pretty woman. Thank you, SG. I'm screenshotting. That's a beautiful one. I want to tell you that your comments and your feedback really, like, it fuels me, and it's something that, like, again, this is the type of stuff I write in my journal as abundance. Like, people think abundance means money. There's so many different forms of abundance, and like, this is one of them. Being here, connecting with people around the world. There's 21 people at the moment. We're talking about anxiety, how we can help others. We're sharing stories. This is a judgment-free zone, and imagine that we can do this live anywhere around the world. Wibble wobble, somebody says. SP says. Then we got MCJN9RJ says, guys, my baggage is that I'm in my 20s, yeah, and I still wet the bed a few times a week due to meds. Aw, and then some other stuff. I'm a disabled veteran. How screwed am I? You're not screwed. Listen, you're a veteran and you're going through something right now, and that's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. I think that there's ways to get around everything. There's a solution. You're going to figure it out. It's going to get better over time. Don't be too hard on yourselves, friends. We can't be too hard on ourselves, okay? Let's see. Great advice. I put you on a pedestal. You're so sweet, but no, never put anyone on a pedestal. We can admire people and we can say, hey, I like that about them. And I find that very helpful about them, but never put anyone on a pedestal where you need their approval or that you think that they're better than you. Nobody is better than you. Can you promise me that? No one's better than you. They might have a better skill set in one area, but that's not all encompassing. Humans are so complex. We have so many layers that you might be good at one thing, not so good at another, but don't label yourself, okay? SG says, same here. My family's extremely diverse as well. Yeah, my dad's Italian, my mom's French. They met in Ibiza for the first time. Maternal grandma's Russian, paternal grandma's Serbian. So very diverse. Oh my God, I must be in backlog with the comments. SG, you sound exotic. Let's see. We're good, MC. Oh my God, I think I'm behind. I like your confidence, official says. Thank you. You know what it is? You know what confidence really is? I think it's just focusing on what your intentions are. Like, I'm not confident because, like, I know my gray hair is showing and I got lines and wrinkles and I don't really have, like, any eyelashes. And, you know, but the truth is my confidence comes from my intent. I have good intentions. And I think that's what makes me feel confident. It's your intention. So if you have intentions of being kind, helping others, you know, not trying to hurt people, let that, like, lead with that. That should make you feel very confident in who you are. Thanks, Viper. Honestly, it's easier telling random people online. Yeah, dating is tough. Of course it is. I bet you dating's tough. But you know what? A lot of people say dating's tough for everyone. I think that the fact that you're here and you're sharing stuff is really, really great. Get it off your chest. Use the internet. I've learned so much from just having the internet and learning about subjects that I want to learn about. You can learn about confidence, you can learn about, communication, you can learn about the body and healing. There's a lot of stuff online where people have like visualized themselves. And again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not suggesting that you don't take your doctor's advice, but we have a lot of power over the way our lives turn out. Don't be too hard on yourself. If something's happening to you, maybe you can use this to inspire others. So I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you shared that. Hope that you read about Islam. No, I haven't read about it. Can you teach me to masturbate? Ozzy says. Oh, I'm sure there's other channels that you can learn from. Let's see. Can I ask something not exactly related? Absolutely. SG says, so yeah, I agree. Everyone in my family is white, but still culturally, yeah, they're way different from each other. So it helps with the languages, but lots of confusion used to happen in childhood, I bet. I had a lot of confusion in childhood too, because my mom is brown and my brothers are brown, but my dad was white, but he passed away when I was little. So my brother was picking me up from public school and he's like a dark guy, right? Like he's not mixed with white. We have a different father. And I remember my principal's like, who's that man? Who's that man picking you up? Like, who is that? Like, it's my brother, and people used to tell me I was adopted. They're like, there's no way that's your family, you're adopted. Let's see here. It provides calmness and value. Oh, Islam, following Islam provides calmness and value. Great. Those are beautiful things to pursue. FYI, Moet is not a good champagne. Oh, you know what? I don't even like champagne. I'm so juvenile. But thanks for that feedback. Righteousness is non-negotiable. God's righteousness is a constant. If you love yourself, you would go to hell. If you opted God's righteousness and everything, only then you are children of God. That's an interesting perspective. One thing I think about God, and I just think that God's very loving. And he doesn't look for reasons to push us away or to judge us. I think he's a really loving God and very accepting. I'm not suggesting you just do wrong things and say, oh, God loves me anyway. But I do think that God's very loving and he's all-encompassing and he accepts all of us. Oh, Trip Pathin says, you're amazing. Thank you. Heck yeah, I'm 100% disabled vet. Let's talk about anxiety. Absolutely. Let's talk about it. If everyone is special, no one is. Death here. Well, I think that's an interesting point. If everyone's special, then no one is. But I think it depends on what we're talking about. I think we're all special. Absolutely. We all have a special gift and value. I believe that. But then none of us are special in like, this is a great big universe we live in. But I do think everyone's got something. We all have some strength or something that we're meant to overcome. And I do genuinely believe that every human is here for a reason. That I believe. I love your outfit. Thank you. Can we see your outfit? I don't know. It's just regular jogging pants. I went to the gym today. Daisy says, God bless you. Oh, turn to Jesus Christ and he will turn your life for the better. Absolutely. I promise Jesus died for you. That's how much he loves you. Jesus is the only way to heaven. Jesus will always be with you. Absolutely. I think that, again, folks, Jesus is a loving God. He's a loving God. He's a forgiving God. If there's anything you've done that you feel shame about or insecurity about, it's not the end all be all. Humans are ever evolving. It's not snowing right now, but it did. Tobo boy, I have to go to football. Okay, thank you. Anxiety can feel overwhelming, but it doesn't define you or your future. Take a slow, deep breath, Kenneth says. This moment will pass. You are safe, capable, and allowed to move at your own pace, one breath at a time. I love that, Kenneth. I love that. That's such a good point, folks. Just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. I'm going to run through some of these tips. I just wish, oh, thank you for your kind words. Is it rude to say you're hot? No, it's actually really beautiful. And guys, I'm going to write about all the kind things that you wrote or said, I'm going to write it in my journal. I know, like, we shouldn't focus on the good stuff that's said and the bad stuff said, and the likes and the subscribers. I get all that, but it does feel good to hear kind things. So thank you for that. All you got to do is work through it, Kenneth Smith says. Yeah. How's your head game? Honestly, my head game's the best. It's my fitness game I need to work on. Let's see here. MILF, yes, thank you. Damn, I can't stop starting. Oh, staring at those juicers. You know, this top is not a very flattering look, I found. I'm wearing a sports bra. I'm not wearing a real bra, and it's like, oh, this doesn't look so good. But thanks. Pretty woman, thank you. Oh my, days turn the heat down. I just smile watching you. I don't care. I like you. Aha. Thank you, Jackson. I appreciate you being here. I'm a goof today. No goof at all. What's Nick's favorite cocktail? And what's yours, Robin? I think it's definitely not pina colada. No. Nick's favorite drink, he loves rum and Coke. He's a rum and Coke kind of guy. And if I had to drink something, I usually pick vodka soda. But I drink it just kind of for the buzz. I don't actually love the taste of alcohol. So I just drank it if, like, we're in a position where we're partying and, you know, I don't have to drive, then I might have like some shots of vodka or vodka soda. Let's see. Oh, okay. I don't know what this means. Fart on my nipples, please. That's really interesting. Oh, how's it going, George? Sweet cheeks. What a dame. Thank you. Mommy. Red Bar is watching. How many languages do you speak? Oh, I wish I spoke more languages. I only speak one. It's called English, and I'm a terrible speller, but I do admire people that speak other languages, and I think that they're slightly smarter when you speak another language. They don't hurt your feelings. I know that. They don't hurt me too. Yeah, but they aren't good regardless. Thank you, Jackson. Yeah, anyway, I'm glad you just don't care, and we move on. Oh my God, I must be far behind in the comments. Let's see, hold on. Nick, I'm jealous. I'm gonna say he's one lucky man. Oh, thanks, Jackson. Yeah, he's sent. Oh, Adam says more cleavage. Let's see, is this an Ezra Klein Stan channel? I don't even know what that means. I'm pretty sure that you earn way more than your husband. In all honesty, how do you guys handle that? Because usually when a guy earns less than the partner, it hurts his ego. My husband used to earn more than me, and then he had an injury in 2019, and things changed. And then I became the person that had to sort of elevate the income. My husband and I have been together for like decades, so we have a really, really good relationship. My husband is the chef. He cooks meals. I shovel snow. So I think that if you bring your ego into the relationship and think of things that it has to be like traditionally the way things are, it's never gonna work for you. But in our case, my husband and I have a really good partnership. We know each other's strengths and weaknesses, and we kind of like, I don't know, we take care of each other that way. So it doesn't matter. Time doesn't wait, but it does listen to you. Yeah, when you live. More cleavage. Can you show us your outfit? Your most attractive thing isn't just your physical beauty, which is incredible, sure. Oh, thank you. But your unrelenting pursuit of learning and kindness. Oh, and true self. The love you share to others is amazing. Thank you. I'm grateful. And your energy is infectious too. Thank you, Jackson. I'm so grateful for your kindness, guys. And even this opportunity to share insights and stuff here. Oh, you do like older women? That's great. You've come to the right channel. I'm slightly older. Your layers are complex. I want to peel back each of them. That's so cute. I'm only one language, guys. Okay, I'm going to try to scroll through this quick because I got to wake up my son for snowboarding. I don't know what pegging is. J Gaz H. Raptor says there are so many thirsty, desperate yeah, degenerates in the chat. You guys are never going to pull any woman in your life like this. Ooh, oh, that's an interesting statement. I do think sometimes people just like open up accounts online just to kind of razz others and see what they say and stuff. So it's pretty interesting. Fun, the Jewish atheist says. We are on a rock in space that has Jack Daniels and goth girls. You'd be a fool not to take advantage of that. Life is crazy. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Neil likes my glasses. I'm so glad you're here. Hi. Would you want to be a slave to Jesus? Ooh, I'm not sure. The slave word doesn't sound so great. I want to be a server of Jesus. Definitely worth worship. Yeah, let's see. Do you believe the 20K and more Dead Iranians have purpose for their death, why people are not talking about them. Listen, I think the Iranian people, I know a lot of people, well, I shouldn't say a lot, but there's some really good people and they're going through some hard, hard times. And I do hope for freedom and peace in the world. There's really, the fighting is just so useless, isn't it? Fighting and hatred, it's just useless. Let's see. Protect says, my grandfather said my generation relies too much on the latest technology. I called him a hypocrite and unplugged his life support. Oh God, I hope that's not true. Pray for my dog. Yeah, let's pray for your dog. Oh no. Let's pray that you get the money you need for the surgery and that your dog lives a long, healthy life. Oh my gosh, yes. Whiskey, hold on. I am Indian and learning Persian as my fourth language. It's my second favorite language. That's amazing. I do think people who know other languages, they're smart. Oh, SG's got it. Rum and Coke is for Nick. Yeah, and Russian vodka's for you. Come spend a month. Oh my God, I would love, or at least 2 weeks in Miami, Europe, Robin. I can't wait to have you and your family over here. Everything's on me. Don't worry. You're so sweet, SG. Nick was talking about you this morning. Just let me host you guys in Miami. He was saying Miami. In December, we're going to come out there. Anyone in the chat want to be friends? Oh, Jackson's so sweet. Guys, we are all friends here. I don't have much more time because I got to wake my son up. Oh no, SG and I have been connecting for a long time here online. So I think that like we mean well. There's a lot of good people. Like, listen, we're not gonna give our bank statements and addresses. Like, you've got to be mindful on the internet and you have to be careful. But I also think it's really beautiful when people have good intentions, and we should look at it for that. Do you love to wear pantyhose? I did when I was younger. I wore a lot of like little skirts and tights all the time. Not so much, but I want to do that. I would love to paint your face. No, you're not wrong, Jackson. You're just looking out for me. And I appreciate that. That's something that SG used to do for me too on the last live stream when people were like coming at me. He was sticking up for me too, so I appreciate this. Yeah, no, you don't have to go. He's a man, let's see. Has a man ever given you a pearl necklace? That's an interesting question. You know, my husband and I do a lot of different things, so it's always fun. Guys, I won't stay too much longer because I gotta wake my son up for snowboarding lessons, but we're gonna just quickly run through. Don't worry, you know, Robin, for sure, you're talking about money. That doesn't bother me because she and her entire family are great and it's my pleasure to host them. Yeah, I think that SG was, because he knows right now financially I'm not in a position to travel right now. So that kind offer really means a lot. It means a lot to hear that people want to support you and your family, and it's a beautiful thing. So that's great. Oh, I don't have any girlfriends. I hate them, Mr. Cool says. Hey, listen, if there's something that happened to you, that's okay. That's normal. Don't be too hard on it, and don't paint everyone with the same brush. There's a good woman there. SG, Dog says, SG, can I come with you? Yeah, SG, you got to bring us all. You know, you can't just offer one person a trip to Miami. You have to take all of us here today. So we're going to close up with a couple things here for social anxiety, okay? Again, we're leading with our intention, folks. If you have an intention to just be curious about what happens, don't take yourself too seriously, get to know a few people, maybe have some conversations or just observe. Set your attention ahead of time so you know you're not expecting to be a performer if you go. Shift from self-focus to curiosity. That's another thing. Instead of thinking there's a spotlight on you to perform in a social event, maybe you can step into being curious. What can I learn about you? How do you know the host? How have you been here? What are you working on that's exciting? Just be curious about others. It's such a great strategy. I have a video that's a slash vlog about social anxiety, and I told a story about a flight that I was on with a gentleman, and I was just asking him questions, and he started showing me pictures of his family and his home and his travel. And by the end of the flight, he was like, wow, you're a great conversationalist. This is the best flight ever. And he did most of the talking. I wasn't like trying to be an interesting person. I was just interested in him and his life and curious. And it turned out I was a great conversationalist because of that. So remember, Be curious about others and give yourself an exit plan. If you're in a social situation and the conversation's running dry, it's okay to say, hey, thanks, it was nice talking to you, or I'll see you around, or I'll see you next time, or have a great year. You don't have to stay. It's okay to leave. You can go outside for fresh air. There's always a way out, folks. There's always a way out. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Most people are thinking about themselves and they're not judging you. So when you think there's a spotlight on you in a social event, it's actually everyone's worried about themselves. Let's see. We need motivation. Yeah, Mr. Ruda says, yeah. Absolutely. I think that motivation, but taking action is most important. Taking action, folks. So yeah, listen, this chat was incredible. Thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your kindness. I appreciate you sharing things about yourself and sharing your tips and advice and sharing what you're concerned with. I think we're all human and we all have those challenges, and it's really great that we can come together, and hopefully after this chat you do feel better. You feel inspired, you want to try something new, you want to learn something new, you want to step out of your comfort zone, don't take yourself too seriously. That's what this channel's about. SG is asking how Tommy is. Tommy is my son. He's doing well. He's excited. This is his third snowboarding lesson today. So I'm going to wake him up now. We're going to have a nice breakfast and start our Saturday with him. So thank you so much for being here. This live stream has been incredible. I really wish you an incredible weekend, okay? Thank you. Yay. GH says, I have a sense of relief after the live. Thank you. Thank you. That's my goal, folks. My goal is to remind you, don't take yourself too seriously. In a week from now, half of these things that we're worried about will not matter. And if your intentions are good, right? Lead in with that. Like, focus on your intent. That's what really matters, folks. What about the kissing video, Top Diva says? Oh, there's a video request for me and my husband to do a kissing video. We'll see. He's shy. So we'll see. I'm working on it. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Robin, reporting live, Ontario, Canada. I hope to see you soon.